Oh, the mic's up here. Hold on. Oh, it's good to be back. Brew, how are you, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. My name, of course, is Hexblade, your head guildmaster and chief barista. It's good to see you all. And I'm back from what? 2 weeks? Like 2 weeks of not being around? I'm so sorry. I was busy. I had things to do. And also, the weather was maybe a little bit too hot. But I'm back. And I feel let's be a bazillion percent here's the summary of this stream, no matter how long it goes. Offkai genuinely lit a fire under my ass and kind of made me think about stuff. I feel like this has been a thing that everybody's been saying. But I've been thinking about it. It's making Offkai made me think. And I had so much more enthusiasm for streaming and being a VTuber and content ideas and kind of just stuff in general. Not I don't know, it just made me think. And I met so many people I haven't. Okay, well, I've met new people, right? Oh, OBS is setting itself, is freaking out. I met new people. I introduced myself to said new people. And I met people I haven't seen that I've known online for the past 10 years. Maybe a bit more than 10 years. Actually, no, 10-ish. At least 10-ish. No, wait. Yeah, I think I know one of my friends I think I've known for at least maybe 9. I can't really count that well, but I think it was 9. But I took so many photos too. I thought I wasn't going to, but I thought about it and realized kind of hey, I'm going to be doing this for myself. It's not like I'm going to take my photos and send them over to Mama Hexblade because she wanted them because she's a stalker, but you know, it worked out. Let's see. I want to talk about it so much. I'm reliving everything, and I'm both super happy about it and not. Convince yourself up there also far. Yeah, Offkai was was definitely not an exception to that rule. It was so far away. I can do I can make the trip again, but oh man, the things I had to do to get on those flights was not fun. Okay, so let me just pull up my photo album that I have here, just to make sure that I got them all loaded. These are not organized in the right way. Mother fudger, come on. Can I sort them by by normal means? There it is. Dates. Nope, these are wrong. Sorry, I'm just messing with this and trying to figure out how to do this in the right way. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna click on it like this because I can't find it. I like the little coffee. Thank you. It's very chill. I hope you guys have fun down here. Okay. Oh my god, it's in the wrong order. These are in the wrong order. Accessed. No. Date photographed. I'm getting closer because I'm pretty sure I did this in reverse. Nope. This is driving me a little bit insane. Created. Oh, the order of all of these is wrong. Or they should be. No, wait. Sort by name. Oh, this is driving me a little insane. I thought I would have had these organized well, or oh no, I had to download some of them, that's why. Fudge. Okay. Okay. I will start showing the photos in now. All right. I took like 100 photos. Some of these were downloaded from friends because I did not. I posted some of them on social media, and the organization messed them up. So I'll go by how I. Let me just open up another tab real quick, and so I can get these. So I can get these in order. Because again, I don't know why they didn't order right. Makes me so weird. It makes me so confused. Also, like, I have all of these censored for my privacy and yours. And for the people I took photos with. So, alright. Okay, number 1. Actually, I should get different music for this. Might as well. That plushie, yes. There was a plushie. Oh, just give me a sec. I don't know, is this muted? Or am I going insane? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing something. I always... Early stream stuff, am I right? HDMI, no, this is right. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly do something with the capture card. Okay, nope, that didn't work. Shoot. I have to fiddle with cables again, give me a second. Don't you love tech scuff? I love tech scuff. And I've been having so many issues with this stinking capture card. Only recently, though. It's not doing what I want it to do. Oh. Is it working now? Oh, no, it's super not. Hold on. Okay. Close enough. I will figure out the problem later. And, okay, so what we have is this is my local airport. I, for fun, brought... Oh, is that why it wasn't working? Hold on. Is it gonna work now? There we go, now it works. That was very silly. Anyway. So, I have my Ina plushie. I love her very much. I got her, like, I think only a couple months ago. Or no. I got her like a couple... I got her when I was at, All For One. No. No, it was Anime Boston. Oh my god. From like a couple months ago in April. I've been holding on to her, and like I just wanted to take photos. I'm really happy about seeing her like around. So anyway, so we're at my local airport. You can tell kind of where it is immediately by the next photo. Gee, I wonder which Boston it is. I wonder what location it is. This is in fact Boston International Airport. Logan International Airport. And I took a picture of this because I saw something and I'm like, wait, this makes no damn sense. Okay, so, all right. Memorable moments in Boston history. 1941. You know, sports, the Winter Olympics, the curse reversed, which is apparently, I did not realize this, it's now, the sea fell off and it's now the Earth reversed. I don't remember that part when I took the photo. Sports. The 2013 Boston Marathon, which, if you don't know, that was the year when I don't know how to say this, a pressure cooker went off in the stands and bad things happened. Yeah. But the weird part is that's the only thing in here that has that. Everything else is sports. Like sports, 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 sports. Terrible thing that happened about 13 years ago. Why would you have this here? Like I get why, like I get why, right? Like it's sentimental. I understand, and it was a very crummy moment in history, but like, doesn't it feel weird in relation to all the we're cool at sports? Like it's not even that big. It's like so small in relation to every other text here. They could have just made this section larger and it would have been fine. Like, are you okay? It was so weird. It was so weird. I don't understand them. I don't understand. But anyway, I was only there for like a couple. This is like 5 in the morning, I think, if I remember the time right. It probably has the time on there. Oh, my bad. It was like 7. I woke up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, I was like, Earth's reversed. I don't even... You can kind of see the outline of the sea in the photo. I don't think it's going to come up on camera. But Earth's reversed. We got a new one. That's a new one. Oh. There we go. I didn't know what this was. But I thought it just seemed weird. But I looked it up. It's for invisible disabilities, which is really nice. I know that was a little bit cringe, but I'm like, it's okay now. Anyway, I get on my flight. And I haven't been on a flight in ages, let alone like any Alaska flight or any other like... Just any other flight in the while, right? I just haven't been on flights in a while. And what do I see is like, oh snap, it's a really nice USB-C port. It's like 60 watts charging, and I'm like, hello? Isn't that's super good? Like, I didn't even need to actually plug in my charger. I just got a USB-C cable and put in my phone. Speaking of, like, this little section here is specifically just meant for people's phones now. And like, there's, you know, a cup holder. But I'm just surprised that like, oh, we can get away with not having screens on the seats anymore because people just have phones, which I get, but it's still it's so odd that it's just a weird assumption. It's like, oh, everybody's just want to use their phones to watch shit. Baggage. It was a very nice day. It was good weather to fly out. Breakfast. So I think I can't tell who screwed up, whether it was me or the airline, but So in order to get the breakfast, I had to pre-order the food from like their little app or whatever. And I swear to God, I thought I ordered the sandwich. And apparently they gave me this bowl instead, but it was good. It was like a carnitas bowl with like some green salsa and eggs and potatoes. Yeah, the plushie's face is perfect for this image. It's specifically why I got it. I usually just take food pictures with her, and it's so cute. And of course, that's not coffee despite the lighting, that's orange juice. It was actually pretty good. It was like, it didn't taste too complicated or anything, but I thought it was yummy. What I thought was kind of neat was that they had like bamboo, yeah, deconstructed sandwich mons de pan. Exactly, that's what it is. That's what this is supposed to be for sure, definitely. What I thought was kind of nice was that all of the utensils and the, container was all biodegradable in paper, which I thought was kind of neat. It's been a while. I always liked it when they had served us food in our tiny little plastic trays, but the environment, that's important. Let's see here. What's next? You were supposed to bring your own bread and make your own sandwich? Yeah, that's what happened. Like, when I was in the airport, there was a place to get a roast beef sandwich, and I did. At like 6 in the morning. Despite everybody else serving like breakfast, they were like, hey, a roast beef place. You know what? I haven't had roast beef in ages. Let's grab a sandwich. So I grabbed one that was like hot sauce and cheese and like barbecue sauce in it. Definitely a really crazy way to wake up, because you just wake up and you're like, I didn't take a picture of it, but it was like, I got like a 0 sugar Monster and a roast beef sandwich for breakfast at like 6 in the morning. Wild diet from me. So this flight was like, oh god, like 6 hours, and I was exhausted. So like I was in between like browsing stuff on my phone. They had free Wi-Fi, which is nice. Browsing stuff on my phone, taking a nap, browsing stuff on my phone. It was a full flight too, so like I didn't have any space. Like with how seats are these days now, right? I'm a little bit too wide. The witch hat, it bumps into other people, so I have to like tuck it in I have to tuck myself in with my arms to make sure that I'm not intruding other people's space, and I had to do that for like the entire flight. It was in fact not fun, but I kind of got used to it. At some point I just kind of started just making my own space. Anyway, so we got after that, I was in a layover for like a little bit at, I think it was not LA, it was San Diego. Because the Offkai took place at San Jose, so I had to take a stopover in San Diego before I take another flight over to San Jose. So here's my bag on my luggage, and Ina's here again. Conveniently, I was like going over to my gate, and I was wondering like, man, I wonder if there's a good place to sit. And next to where all the seats were, next to the gate, I saw a guy watching, or having a Doki bird plush on his belt clip and watching something on his phone. So I sat next to him and I was like, hey, what's Doki doing? And he just said like, oh, Doki's doing a Marvel's tournament stream. And I'm like, oh shit, can I tune in? And we watched it for like a good couple of minutes before our flight boarded. It was a good time. I think I saw other people who were definitely also VTubers, but did not want to say anything. like in terms of like how many VTubers were on my flight, including myself, I think at least 2. Like, it was me and I think somebody else who was very clearly like wearing anime stuff and seemed a little bit like to themselves, and I'm like, yeah, that's a VTuber. I confirmed this, by the way, by seeing the exact same person at Offkai with the badge. So I'm like, okay, I'm not discriminating or anything. I was right. I was right the first time. Afterwards, I didn't take photos at around here because it was a little bit nerve-wracking. So I did have to take public transport on the way to the hotel because it was still kind of further away. One thing I did notice when I was walking out was that they had a section specifically for autonomous, like, car pickup, and it kind of struck me that, like, oh wait, I'm in San Jose. They have Waymos here. They have like autonomous vehicles driving and picking people and dropping them off at the airport. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of cool. I kind of wanted to do it, but like I think it would have costed like 14 minutes, and I had no idea what the pickup was. But instead, I just took public transportation, which was functionally free. Like the shuttle from here to the train station was free, because yeah, of course it was. And then I took a little trolley to my hotel. I checked in and I was walking around just to trying to find like a bite to eat. I kind of chilled for a little bit, but surprisingly it's still like, what time was it? Yeah, I got there at like 4, so like it wasn't too bad at this point. I got there at like 4 o'clock. It wasn't too bad, which is like 7 the time that I left, which is kind of miserable. So, and like it only hit me like, oh snap, wait, I didn't have, the last thing I ate was in fact breakfast. And it's been like functionally a whole day and I haven't eaten again, and it's starting to hit me. So I was walking to like a food court area that they had, and I saw this and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm going to that concert. It's the Weeb thing. It's Densetsu EXE. Oh snap, I'm going. And I took a photo. I don't think I was gonna be able to when the concert actually happened, and I was kind of right. Or right before the concert happened was kind of right. I had a burrito bowl. Or, no, this wasn't a burrito bowl. This was like a wet burrito. It was pretty alright, and honestly, having the first meal after like not eating for like several hours always feels like an oasis in a desert. It felt so good. There was like mole and green sauce on, and tomatillo based sauce in there. I really like the mole. I'm honestly one of my favorite flavors is mole, just as in general. It has a little bit of bitterness, and there's like a nice chocolate taste to it, and it's very savory. Oh, also, while I was walking to check in, I saw a little buddy. I saw a little delivery buddy, this funny little automated cooler. I love him. He is my son. I only saw him for like 30 seconds. But I feel bad for these guys because people like kind of dunk on them a little bit, but I still think they're just really adorable. They're just little guys going through and delivering a food or whatever. All right. So I will also mention, I think at this point, oh yeah, at this point I was with my hotel roommate, Zarthia. She is not in any of these photos, I think. Or no, she's in one photo, but it's going to be like at her meet and greet. So like it was kind of obvious. So, but don't worry about that. I got that covered. So we get to the con like area where you pick up your badge, and it was held in this big like tent aircraft hangar size thing. And they also had, at the time, the Itasha going around. So the only one I really took was, I think... Yeah, it was... I saw the Minto Pinto because I knew it took forever to drive here, which was so fucking... It's so cute. Over here was, I think, the Ikuno Dictus? Mustang, which drove like 500 miles to be here. I was paying attention to this guy's like socials. Like, he had to replace shit on the way because part of it broke down, which is an insane trip. But man, cars are cool. Look at all these things. Like, I didn't even notice this guy's license plate was freaking Uwu86. Jesus. I don't remember if there was a Pippa car. There was an Ashton Martin car, clearly. There's Diana Fortuna, I think, in the back over here. There were a couple Nikkei ones, not necessarily all VTuber stuff, but they were here. Let me see here. I have to switch out to this really quick just to find stuff. Okay, I found the order. I found where everything was. All right. So after full screen. There you go. So after we were in line, I was just kind of chilling in line. I took a selfie because like the line was kind of big, and I'm like, hey, look at this, I'm here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Oh, yep. After I did get my badge, and what I forgot was that I got a meet and greet with Hinabobina. I think I said that earlier, like when I was like a while ago, but like I handed over my credentials and they were like, oh yeah, here, Alma Hexblade, here's your badge and stuff. And you had a meet and greet, right? I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, okay. And they printed it out for me. They printed it out for me and they stuck it on this little card, which I still have. They didn't, which was really cute because it's just like a, it's like a little reward ticket. I loved how it was themed and everything. It was so cute. It was so cute. Why is the music so mysterious? Okay. Yeah, it works too. Yeah. Wasn't too bad. It was really fun. They even gave us like a little goodie bag for our ribbons and had a ribbons and stuff, and it was cute. So thing that we saw afterwards was this wasn't intentional, but it was definitely funny. We found Cosmo and Wanda as hidden as bicycles. I guess Timmy wanted to go to Offkai. I don't blame him. He thinks Timmy Turner is like Oshi. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that would be. I would say Pippa for a joke, but I don't know. We also got to... Yeah. There's Itasha. There was another Itasha on the way back. This wasn't... I don't think this was part of the... the, like, Itasha show. Or the Itasha, like, holding place. But they were there. Honestly, a hella great Suisei setup. I really liked it. And afterwards, I think we kind of chilled out a little bit. It was getting late because I think we did batch pickup when it was closing, which was like about like 8-ish. So stuff was closed. We went to go get food. The food was surprisingly cheap. Well, I think it was specifically this place that did like really cheap food, but the burgers were good. Oh. Zoom. Like... Oh. Never mind. But like, a hamburger's $2, cheeseburgers $2.99, campus fry. It was like about $10-ish And they didn't even accept cash. It was just a credit card that I put in. I'm like, yeah, no, we're eating here multiple times. The food was good. The burger was banger. At this point, we were just kind of chilling in the hotel, decompressing. So I took this, I believe I posted this one. Just to celebrate, hey, we got here. And I can finally go to sleep. However, there was a thing that was happening at the same time. Let me find the thing in the group chat from before. So there was a day 0 meetup, which, God help me, I don't know if I want to do that again, but I might. Let me just pull up the Discord really quick so I can find what I was thinking about. Let me see here. There it is. There was this was happening at night, literally called the unaffiliated Road and Cigarette Park Karaoke double feature. Long story short, it was basically like people chilling at a park and smoking and drinking and singing karaoke. I do not smoke. Full clear thing. I do not smoke. I'm not that type of person. But I did want to see what was going on. So me and Zari both went. I was kind of reluctant, but things started to kind of like start pop off. And it was getting kind of cool. So I'm gonna pull up some posts here. They did in fact have a Smash setup. Somebody was setting up a Wii with a gas generator. And it was just, and there was also, I think, what? Beyblade and it was like Beyblade and also karaoke. I managed to take a picture of the karaoke. You could already see, like, people were in happies and they brought light sticks and shit. Mind you, it's day 0. It's Thursday. The con hasn't actually opened yet. People just decided to be here and chill. I managed to meet up with a couple people. Or I managed to meet up with some of Zari's friends, so I did some early networking. I managed to get those maker chips that I had into some people's hands. I think it was like the con wasn't even like started, but I was already networking, and that was pretty nice. Let's see here. What else is next in the feed here? I gotta make sure I have these all organized. There we go. Okay. So here's my day. Here was my day 1 fit. I had to wear all my Ina. I wore all my Ina stuff, of course. I was purple. I had the hat. It's hidden under the PNG of me with the hat, but the hat's there. You can see it. I'm so lucky to have that because that thing lit up like anywhere I was like a fucking Christmas tree, so people could recognize me. It was great. Conveniently, it was also the grand opening of Sakura Mart, which was a place, which was like a Konbini style place. Like it was like right next to our hotel. So I managed to grab like our breakfast was like 2 onigiri, and I think I got it was like 2 onigiri, a spam musubi, and then like I think they had like they had Karaage, which I went, fine, fuck it, you know. Oh yeah, I had a picture of it, yeah. A breakfast of champions here. This was all I had until like lunch. Surprisingly cheap too. Like each one of these was like, okay, the Karaage was like $10, but like the onigiri and the musubi was like $4 each, which I think is okay. I think. Here I am walking to the con. Okay, I think some of these pictures are misordered, so I'm gonna just double check this before I go insane. Nope. Okay, no, these were all this one day. Jeez, I can't believe it. All right. So I managed to see some, like, immediately, first thing I did was go straight to the artist alley because I'm terrible like that, just to see how the vibes are. Because it was like it was the combined like artist alley and exhibitioners hall. So we got like all the guys who were selling stuff at the artist alley, plus everybody's selling like, you know, like products and merch and advertising themselves. It was crazy. I managed to catch a cosplayer. Probably my personal favorite, Kaguya Luna, the OG. Real ones, no. Real ones, absolutely fucking no. She's my inspiration. She's one of my earliest Oshi. I think I still have a print of her above my bed at night. She protects me. There was also a couple people, I think, who had this, which was, you know what? Good low effort cosplay. Pretty good. Apparently he did mention that multiple people did give him context to what was going on today, which was great. Good for helping out. Good job helping out people who need context. I just realized that he actually got that shirt custom printed. That's not like marker. He got that printed. Jesus Christ, for this bit. That's a good bit. All right. I was being a bit bonkers with the photos and stuff, so I don't remember if this was day 0 or day... I don't remember if this was day 0 or day 1. I think I might be missing a... You know what? I think I might be missing a couple photos. Let me double check this. Oh, no, these were as they were in order. Okay, that's kind of bonkers. Somebody had a mint cooler and the little Minto plushie was fishing. Hell yeah. I thought it was cute. I did a stamp rally? Oh wait, no. Not the picture that was in the order next. Man, none of these have metadata. I need all of these in order. God, okay. Oh, okay. I think some of these might not be in the right order, but that's okay. I went to do a stamp rally. It was really fun. I spent maybe a little bit too much. I think this is the part when I started realizing I think I may have started to spend too much money on here. Oh, it's a good song, but there's vocals. Hold on. It was very good. It was a very good time. I guess, when did I apparently took Poet to this? Okay, weird. It's crazy how it was, like, set. Okay. I managed to find Tane's merch. which was really cute. I'm like, I didn't know she had this stuff with Neon Shrine. So like you could see you have like a little acrylic standee to hold in a pen light holder. Her own pen light, which was really cute. A bow for it, an acrylic, and a lanyard for the light stick. I managed to grab one. Actually, I managed to grab the lanyard, the kishi, and the tube for the light stick. I didn't get the bow or the acrylic. I feel like that would have been a little bit too much, but I was real tempted. I'll be real. It would have costed a bit, but I was tempted. Oh yeah, Ghost was here. They had really cute stuff. My personal favorite, which are kind of hidden behind here, are these pool floaties. Like there was obviously the one Takadachi one, but they had two Pebbles ones. Those were happening soon, and they have freaking googly eyes. It's adorable. They also had, I think, like Hololive themed polos or Hawaiian tees that were on pre-order. I was so tempted. But I can't justify that price, man. So overall, this is what I got day... I think this was day at least 2. Nope, okay, no, apparently the timestamp says this was day 1. Jesus Christ, okay. I bought a lot that day. I don't remember how time works. It was crazy. But search through, I bought a lot of shit. This is what I wanted to get day 1. It was a little takodachi, but that folded out into a reusable shopping bag. As you can see, there was a lot of takodachi and Ina related merch that I got because of course I did. This one is my personal favorite. It's a little plush that squeaks. There's that CC. It was like a little tea tin that I used to store all the business cards that I got from people. Lots of stickers, lots of like stuff. This was from Emu's booth. Emu's an Umfi of mine. I love Emu. She's great. Then we got the Tane stuff and also some stuff from the shrine, from the stamp rally that I got, which was nice. You could even see how many maker coins I already gave out at this point, it's been only 1 day. Like it was the 24th. It was like I gave away almost all of it, at least one half of these. So it was really cool. Oh yeah, I managed to find the guy who made all those 3D printed like little Grems that they hand out at like Hololive events, and I grabbed a couple because of course I did. He also had a Napling, which was really cute, and I talked to him about like what the heck, like what he did to get this, like model out this Napling. It was really impressive. Separately, this should be... I don't remember what this is. Hold on, what is this? Oh, okay. Okay, I understand what happened, what it was doing now. So, there was a standee little jungle.
There's so many of them. Oh god.
There were so many people. I didn't even... There were so many people. There were so many standees around. I'm surprised that people saw them. Like I saw some people I recognize. I think that's VTuber Talks. There's Neuro and Evil. I think I took some more pictures of the people. I went around and took pictures of the ones that I definitely knew. So I'll get to that in a second because these continue to be out of order. Ah, yes. This doobie is adorable. This was I saw this doobie at the little smoking rat meetup at some point later in the night. Or that Thursday night. Like, they had a train, like, it was like spoon out a little bit of smoke. It was really cute. I'm not sure what happened there at the front. That's not good. But this doobie was going around. We got Goblin Fia. I think Fia talked was streaming yesterday about this. But I didn't notice. I forgot that she was coming, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna try and find you and friend you and give you a hug." I did, positive, as like I did manage to do that. There was also a standee of Trico, who, I only met briefly. I think it was in line during a line for another meet and greet that I just happened to check his badge. I was like, oh shit, it's Trico. So, you know, I met up, said hi. So we got friends. We got friends going on. This I thought was cute. They had a Densha to Go machine. And of course, it was sponsored. They had like a little thing with Doobie and the BART, the Bay Area Transit Authority. Or Railroad Transit. Or Bay Area Rapid Transit. That's what BART stands for. And they were like, you know, showing people, they were doing a little, I think it was a little tournament or whatever for BART. But it was really cute. I know Tenchigo is like a really crazy, like, complicated game. Or like, it's a really specific game. It's just like basically being a train operator in Japan and trying to meet those tight deadlines. Which you think sounds like kind of boring, but people get really into it. Like, I think there's been at least a Densha to go on every console generation that it came out on. Yeah, that sounds right. It's like, let's Google Densha de Go footage. Densha de Go. Like, so the game is, it's literally, you don't have a lot of controls. You have controls to open up and close the doors. You have a throttle, but you also have a lot of stats down here, which I don't think I have a photo of. But you'll see, like, when he goes. And you just basically have to, like, okay, you have X amount of time to make it to this station that is X amount of distance away. It's almost like it is kind of like a land-based flight simulator. And like you get points based on how well you're like cruising, or I'll be so real. I have never played this game. But the fact that that people have had like amazing games playing, like have had amazing time playing this game, makes me so curious. Like, I feel like it's like unintentional training, or like maybe intentional training, who knows? Because like I don't know what kind of country comes up with a game where it's like, oh, you get to play on the Japanese rail system and be a train conductor and not have this be training for like, you know, and not have this be training for definitely something. So you gotta like, Oh my god, accurate to the centimeter. That's crazy. And I think the arcade version is seeing how far you can go without like, causing any issues, or like just see how many points you can rack up, like a score attack type thing. Like, I don't know who makes this idea. Who has these ideas? Who has these ideas? Oh, hi, Flan. Who has these ideas to play these games? Who has these ideas to make these games? Why is this translated in English? Where did this come from? Oh, I didn't notice how complicated it looked. Like, so there's... The touchscreen has a couple things we can talk about. So there are lights, bright or dim, wipers, the occupancy, the current time, the arrival time you need, how busy the train cars are, so it affects, like, weight, too, so you need to manage your acceleration. There's the horn button, there's an emergency stop. This is a stopwatch. And there's the odometer, and I think this is brakes? Or it might be RPM. But, like, this is crazy. I want to see if I can play it, but I don't know how. But it's a cool game, and I respect the people who put that much effort into, like, doing that type of thing. Oh, okay, so after this, after vibing around, I went to one of a meet and greet that I went to, which was labeled Meeting of the Gremtomos. So I had to run really quick and swap out my... Ina Happy with my Cecilia Happy and head over. First thing I immediately saw was a Grem. Apparently this was the outfit was made by her mom, which was really sweet. Little like onesie, which I thought was adorable. So this was also right next to, I think this was right after a Calliope, like a Deadbeat Beats meetup, so we had some Cali cosplayers kind of lingering. We asked them to take a photo with the GG standee, which is very funny. T-posing for dominance, of course. Just kind of... It's so funny. A flag that I wasn't expecting was this one. Hello? Like... I mean, I get it. She's the chaser, but like... I felt weird saying it out loud. But at the same time, they brought the flag, so like, what am I supposed to do? Surprisingly, there was other cosplayers there. You see the Cecilia in the Kigurumi over there, but there was also a Ina, but specifically a Dr. Oopsie Ina. It was really cute. She gave me those little one of the little plastic nubbins that was in the test tubes. She mentioned that a heavy emphasis on, they were not food. It was little plastics. Very, very cute though. There's that CC in the Kigurumi. It was very good. It was so cool looking. I'm getting used to people with Kigurumis, honestly. I'm not saying I want to be in one. I will respect them because it is still just a more intense version of a cosplay. And also, like, they had a whole body, suit there with with little ball joint details, and also the heels were real. I feel bad for them, but like, to get a good photo is pretty cool. We had a incident where somebody brought a I've seen people have a Tachyon Kiguru. It's just like, man, I have no time or place to like put or store this thing. I don't think I'd wear them. But we had an incident where somebody brought a Skibbity Gigi next to a flat fuck gram. He's sealed for freshness in here. My man, no. I think there was footage of this on socials of... Oh, I didn't realize I catch the back of it. Hololive English Force Concert, Saren Skibbity. There was violence committed against the Gigi plush. I technically called it BattleBots, I think. There was a picture for Oshikatsu merch and plushies, so we got all the plushies that we had, which, somebody brought the entirety of Justice, which I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. And there's also the Laplace, puppet, which, does not hesitate to make me giggle. There's some fan-made GGs I see here, an Ame and a Gooba. There are lots of Ames, Goobas. Lots of Ames and Goobas. My Ina is still here. She's very small. A couple Grems, which apparently were from the Artist Alley that time. I did not find them. A knitted GG, which I think is really cute. And a Raiden. And then we had more Oshikatsu merch after this. Ah, no, here we go. This was like a more bigger photo of like Oshikatsu merch. So there was somebody had a GG, big old GG flag that design. I think this was probably from the Serendipity meetup beforehand, which I couldn't go to. But there's a lot more merch. You can tell which stuff is mine because it's the Ina themed stuff. And again, the chaser flag. I don't think I realized this until maybe later, but that avatar is starting to make me realize who that was, and I'm pretty sure that was in fact Umeboshi. Umeboshi, for you guys who don't know, is let me see. Let me pull them up real quick. They do these little Hololive, like, plushy things, and it's really cute. Like,
I hate cleaning. I hate cooking.
They're so cute.
I hate raisins. I hate love triangles. Freaking hate wind instruments. I hate boredom. I hate working. I hate making choices. I hate Cecilia in my green for Hololive, yeah, and Justice. I hate walking. I hate crane games. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. I hate having to talk to the people next to me. Ah! I hate paper straws. I hate gravity. I hate harems. I hate reverse harems. I hate falling down. I hate when the pillow is too warm and the blanket's too warm, but then you take off the blanket, but then it's too cold, and then you have to put the blanket back on.
She's so real for that.
I hate hating. I've never hated anything in my life.
So they make like cute. I didn't realize that was him, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't even ask, and I'm like, well, he's a big Hoshi, he's a big Suisei fan. I did not ask, and I feel bad, and I should have asked. I should have asked if that was him. I have a feeling it was, because he has a Suisei plush. So we got photos of all our merch, because we love the Oshikatsu merch. Someone, like, as I think I remembered, somebody brought the Juju standee, and they were like, hey, what if we put it, I said, what if we put it in the window to be intimidating, and it worked out. No one would fucking know. Someone ran back into the venue, find the window, and then press Gigi up against it. Such a fucking good photo. We also got, I think, let's hear. CC next to Gigi. She doesn't know. She didn't know. It's fucked up. There's also an Alkun that was there, and I wanted to take a picture. Funny Brewista. Hello! Hi, Guesty! Hello! There's a really good owl. I really like this owl. Honestly, I like handsome women. I'm always in for handsome women. I too wish to one time be a handsome woman. I don't know how to. I don't know how I could manage it, but I would want to be a handsome woman at some point. There's such an energy for it. So after that, we took a couple more photos, and then we started to do like all people in cosplay. I did not realize also that I have this Gigi. I'm following that Gigi on socials, and I didn't realize. I was like one of 3 Atomos, which was really cute, which was really funny or tragic, I would suppose. It was me, the Cecilia, and then this male Cecilia who had an incredibly like impeccable fit. Like an impeccable fit. And I love the crocheted Otomo. The crocheted Otomo is pretty good. I wish I talked to him more. But there was just so many freaking Grems. There are so many fans of Gigi around. This is crazy. We got the Fujoshi Gigi. Really good ones too. Lots of good Gigi plushie costumes. And they all had this freaking Grem bag. Gigi is an incredible Scrimblow. Yeah, she's like S-class Scrimblow. Like she's the Scrimblow of Hololive EN. I will say. Everybody else is like cute baby girl or mommy or whatever, and then Gigi's Scrimblow. Couple more photos here. I caught one of the Grems trying to hang the Grem flag on, I think, like an awning. I was so tempted to salute at it. Like, Jesus, like, wouldn't you salute this flag? Wouldn't you salute this flag? I would. I would absolutely fucking salute this flag. They also did silly poses, which of course involved the 6'7". 6'7" bits. Are 6'7" bits still funny? Like, they're like in like postmodernist funny at this point. People thought they were doing it for real, and then we caught it, and now we're just doing it because it makes other people upset a little bit. And now we're like 6'7" is a new dab. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get 6'7" out. Because we were just all like doing it super ironically at this point. I don't know what levels of irony we're at this point. Again, CC pictures, very cute. Okay. So afterwards, I went to the Densetsu EXE concert. I went to the Densetsu EXE concert. I love them. They're great. I wasn't really sure what to expect. Absolutely. I was there specifically, like, and literally just to cheer on Phoebe, because I am in fact I am obligated by personal law, meaning that she's Filipino, that I have to support her, and she's a VTuber, and it was in a canceled project with her, so I'm like, man, I need to support this girl. The venue was like immediately after this meetup, I had to walk over. I had to like immediately walk over to the venue. And there was people already in line. So I didn't even have a chance to like take a break. It was after this meetup. I was like, oh shoot, up, doors open in like an hour. I might as well start lining up. And then I did. So we got. What's here? I took a picture because I saw that they had like little flower stands and stuff for people, for all of them. Let's see here. So you can see that we got Phoebe who signed, Vicky, and I'm sure we can find Minto. There's Minto. Look at all these lovely arrangements. They had flower things. I think at some point I got they had a little pin raffle, which I'm gonna try and find the image for now. Yes, it was here. I managed to snag myself a Phoebe pin, and I'm super happy about it. They were doing like a little pin lottery. They were giving out pins for with one of the three talents from Densetsu. So I managed to get Phoebe. It was a lottery, so it was 1 out of 3 chance, which was nice. Although, after the concert, I definitely wouldn't mind Vicky or Minto. I keep saying Minto. Her name is Mint, but I like saying Minto. Let's see what was next. So, since people went like straight from the con to the concert venue like immediately after, people brought shit. And which apparently includes the what was it? The Ace Combat PNG dog? Which, why would you have this with you? I loved it though. I loved having it here. It was very funny. So, and we got seats. I was on the balcony. Honestly, it was pretty good seating. People were while we were waiting, people were fucking around. I loved this mint with the light sticks. It was great. I'm not gonna. The VOD for the concert, I believe, is up, so I'm not gonna show any recordings or anything because I feel like that'd be bad. So I will in fact not do that. Let me see here. The timestamps on these labeled in the 25th, which doesn't seem right, but overall thoughts for the concert though, it was like pretty good. It was pretty good. I cheered my heart out. There were some technical issues in the beginning, which I will absolutely forgive because it was a really complicated production. Like they had a bunch, like VTuber productions are always very complicated because you got like the meeting, like you got the spaces where like they do the live motion capture. It was definitely live motion capture. There's no way it wasn't. Alongside like there were also live guest performances, like guests like in the flesh guests. Phoebe was there. Also, guess who this was? It was fucking fucking Demon Dice. Demon Dice showed up. Fucking popped off. She sang 2 songs, which she was a special guest for Vicky, so she was singing with Vicky. She sang the Gurren Lagann theme, which was so hype, and it was so red in here. People started breaking out the fucking ultra oranges. It was so like she was basically tearing the house down. It was crazy. And then with the group, in this photo, I think she was singing the I forgot what JoJo part this was, but it was the Stone Ocean theme, which is, of course, she would sing to her favorite anime and then just fucking dip. Dork. The pop-off when she appeared on stage was genuinely, like, otherworldly. I cannot compare that pop to any other concert I've ever been to. Even with my, like, safety earplugs in, it was loud. And it was so good. It was so good. Okay, so the next photo I have here is from the next day. But I do have a story that I wanted to mention here. So when they had the funny little like smoking meetups that they did at the end of each day, people were coming back from Densetsu. It was like 11 at the end of the concert. So people were coming to the hotel or whatever and straight into the smoking meetup. And I met, and I was tired as hell, but I wanted to see what was going on. And it was the usual, like, you know, smash, people chatting, but. Let me see if I can find a photo. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a photo, it was a post. Hold on. Let me grab the tweet. I was scrolling down, there it is. There it is. So when I was at the little ParkCon that I had, I don't think it was officially ParkCon yet. It was still rodent smoking party or whatever. I was exhausted, so I wanted to go to the hotel. I was walking down the street towards the hotel. And then I heard a familiar voice. I heard a familiar Rochi voice. And I heard the word Matarakan. And I turned over. And lo and behold, I saw Matara. I saw Matara. She was talking to, I think, another friend group. So I didn't want to interact with her or anything. But I said hi. I said you're great. And, you know, she was like, well, since it's like, you know, she wasn't masked up or anything, so I didn't take any photos because I shouldn't. You know, respect people's privacy. And she's got so many photos I'm trying to find. She also just came back from the meetup as well, because she was actually getting a flower stand she gifted a flower stand for the not flowers for the concert, which was cute. And I'm just trying to find if she took any photos. And I saw her take this photo. I saw her take this photo. She had her fucking mint plush smoke a cigarette, which was fucking great. So right after, I shook her hand, said it was nice meeting you, big fan, and just kind of started leaving. And just to make sure I had proof, I posted this tweet after. Oh, well, fuck. Oh, whoa, site went weird. I made this post. I just somehow kind of said hi to Matara and shook her hand. It felt like a cryptid sighting, and no one will ever believe me. 10 out of 10. And here's proof that she fucking saw. Here's proof that I'm not lying. Is that she replied to the post. I was wearing my hat. I was also wearing my hat at this point, so you could see that it was me, like for real. It was actually me. She actually shook my hand, and she actually replied, and I actually took a picture. I have proof. I have proof that I met a popular VTuber, guys. So let me find the merch. Oh wait, no, I got the merch picture already. I just realized I did that. So next day, this is Saturday, and not much happened Saturday. Okay, well, actually, no, I correct myself. A bunch of things happened Saturday. Saturday, though, was a lot of meet and greets. Yeah, Saturday was like a shit ton of, was just a ton of meet and greets, so I didn't have a lot here. So, one of the things, and like, you could see I'm like accruing merch already. Like, you could see I'm accruing merch. Like, I have my badges on, you know, the ones that match my outfit. Haha. And you could see that I have the Phoebe charm. I bought, I think it was a Tomo and Takodachi pin, which is hidden. People gave me stickers for being in, Oshikatsu. And the person I was waiting in line for was, in fact, Hina. I met Hina Bobina. And I love the fact that she didn't even really have like a QR code. She had the fucking walking polar bear down here as a GIF. Oh, you could probably see my merch. You could see like all the stupid stuff I got. There's the Atomo, there's the Takodachi, there's the Phoebe pin from the day before. I got a couple stickers. And this one I got in line. It was just Hina with the sticker said white girl wasted. Couple of other Takodachi stuff. And yeah, she was really nice. It was actually crazy when she was like, okay, like this keeps happening and I can't tell if it's my fault or not. Every single time I go to a meet and greet, I always talk without actually introducing myself, which I think is just a major, which I can't tell is like a major screw up on my end, or meet and greets always are just designed to make you nervous as shit and make you like and just absolutely make yourself dog shit in human interaction. I have a feeling, I think that's why. I was just having I was so bad. Like, Meteor was, like, I thought it was pretty alright. Like, it was pretty alright. I had, talked to her, and she was like, hey, I raided into you, like, last week. It was kind of crazy that I'm doing this thing, talk to you now. And she's like, yeah, well, what do you go by online, or whatever? And I was like, oh, I go by Alma Hexblade. You can tell by the hat. And she's like, oh my god, I know who you are! Which, I will say, hearing somebody who's, like, super popular say the phrase, I know who you are, kind of hits. It hits, like, really hard. And, like, it made me so happy. The serotonin was hitting real good that day. Because the thing with Hina is that I've been like watching her stuff. I've been a follower for like at least 5 years. Like I remember her first model, and it wasn't even this. It was like she was like a green alien. She was a tiny little green alien from space. And now she's a red clown. And I was like super proud of her for that, because like, damn. Growth is crazy, and I'm so proud of her. That was basically the gist of the meet and greet. At this point, after I was just doing a pretty good job, when I was like taking, like running over to take this photo, I had to grab like my quote-unquote breakfast really quickly, so I was like walking, eating a spam musubi on the way there and shit. So afterwards, the meetup, I had to take a sit and actually eat my food. And while I was sitting on the steps, I found the guy who had that mint plush earlier. He was on the second floor fishing people, literally, with the mint plush. I think he caught a couple people, which is very funny. Oh, whoopsie, sorry. There we go. Yeah, he caught a couple people, which is really cute. And then I got a email, or then I got a Discord notification that another person I knew was having a meetup in the artist alley, or the exhibitors hall, technically. So after a long time, I got to see Yomi again. I got to see Yomi for a second time. The first time I think was like Texas last year. The internet wasn't really great, so I couldn't have a full-on conversation. But she recognized me. I had the hat on, so it was super easy to spot. She was having a great time. She actually also met, I think, another a Yomi cosplayer, and she was freaking out before me. This is the point when I saw Trico in line, so I met Trico, shook his hand. We were both in kind of very far spots in the line, so I just gave him my maker coin and kind of like let him talk. It was a pretty cool meeting. So yeah, we did that. It was good. They had a little giveaway with Stoneforge where they had this customized Offkai themed photo case, or computer case, and they wanted to have VTubers sign it. So I signed it. Interestingly, this is speaking of, that was the first time I've actually signed, like I had a VTuber signature, and I absolutely fucked it up. Like I fucked it up so bad. I only realized after that I might need to practice doing my signature, and I think I figured it out after like 2 tries. But not during this time. Not during this time whatsoever, unfortunately. So, time-wise, it's about, I think, lunch. Now, let me see what the timestamp says. Oh, yeah, it was like 10-11 at this point. So we wanted to go get lunch. We went to a very nice place that had empanadas. And I still think about this because it was a very funny sign.
Empanada.
Just empanada. The empanadas were great too, which was even funnier. The empanadas were fire. I got like a cheese and beef one. Oh, I would kill to go back there again. I need to make sure that this place stays open so I can eat more of them. I only had one, and I feel stupid. I should have ordered 3. I should have ordered 3 empanadas, I swear. Oh, and a thing I got from the from the exhibitors hall at that point was this guy. This kind of just shows that I might be cooked a little bit in terms of Ina themed merchandise. It was just an Ina themed fidget clicker. It was just a Takodachi themed fidget clicker, and I went so hard on it. Like, I still have it here. He's so cute. He has a little cookie. And now I have like a little Takodachi collection at my desk. It's so cute. In addition, that booth also had customized, they had artisan keycaps. Artisan Takodachi keycaps. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they found them. I immediately found them. So these were at the booth. These were officially licensed. It was gacha. It was a set. It was a single one, and I got 2 of them. Yes, they're $30. Shut up. They were worth it in my eyes. I got... Which one did I get? I got the horny-faced one. Very suspicious. And I got the classic chill one. And they're now on my keyboard. So, you can't tell me that this was not a great idea. Funnily enough, if I go to... Let's go to Ina's, like, channel real quick. If I can... find it. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Ina. Yeah, there they were. So, she made this... She made... like... What was fucked up was that, on the 23rd, she made this video.
Ina's here. So, yesterday when I was at the studio, Mane-chan brought me this very suspicious package labeled as danger with instructions to take it home and open it up while recording. But since it seemed pretty dangerous, I opened it on the spot.
Okay, you know.
Wow, we have a lot of stuff in here. Let's take it all out so we can have a closer look. Cookie! Cookies!
Like, they had a whole freaking collab, like, merchandise and everything. The pins were so cute, by the way. They had a little rotating background.
Wow!
Look at him.
Takodachi artisan keycap?
Look at him.
So cute!
My son.
There's a bunch of different variation of them to collect. They're all hand-painted too, so they're all a little bit unique.
I didn't realize that they're hand-painted. These honestly looked resin printed. They're honestly kind of insane if they're hand-painted.
And wow, these pins! They're quite big and they spin?
Spin. There's a cookie, taiyake. Spin.
And these desk mats. The art on it is so cute.
I
mean, it's kind of weird to call myself.
I did not get the desk mat. I could not
But it's cute.
imagine putting that in my
It's quite big too, which I really like.
I couldn't put that in my luggage. I was tempted. I'll be real.
Now, last but not least,
But these guys.
something that I've really wanted to play with this whole time since I took it out of the box. The Takodachi fidget toy! Endless cookie! Lick the cookie! Do it. Do you hear that? The fidget toy. It calls to me. I need to click it. It's so nice.
This is how I felt
Clicky.
when having it the entire day.
So super satisfying. And of course, the design is so cute.
Cool.
Well, you know, I can kind of see why I said danger on the box. Because I can do this all day without doing anything else. Lick the cookie. You know you want to lick the cookie. Just do it.
So, the crazy thing is that, this was announced on her channel the 23rd.
Wow. This is Nino.
Hyena. These were announced on the 23rd. When I was at Offkai, they were there. They had the booth. Like, I got them, like, a day after that they were announced. And I'm like, why? And I didn't even know that they were there. I didn't even know that they were there, and they announced, like, I saw that, I'm like, oh, cool, I can't wait to pre-order those. And I'm like, dang, spending $60 or whatever on keycaps and a fidget clicker, that would stink. And then I saw them in person, and I'm like, well, fuck me, I guess. I might as well just buy them. Here, I'll grab 2 and a fidget clicker. Please, take my money. Like, instantly. Maybe my impulse control is bad. Chat, is my impulse control bad? It might be. It might be worse than you think. Oh, I did get a picture of the empanada. Hell yeah, hold on. I apparently did get a picture of the empanada. I don't know why I did, but I have it. I have it was a good empanada. I think it is, but it's cute. Bleh. So here's what I all got from day 2, which honestly, let me see if I can find it. So I'm switching between 2 different programs. I just want to make sure that all my photos and stuff are nice and secure. Why the hell is this not included in my photo set? Oh, it's super dumb. Okay, so... Alright. Here's my stuff from day 2, who I managed to see. Who I managed to see. So, also, I do want to mention that, yeah, some of these were from the meeting. Some of these were... this was after the meeting. I got very inspired. So I got a print. I got this cute little electronic badge that lets me show like a pic, a GIF or something. I use that like the day after to show my avatar for later for people to use to recognize me. There's the Takodachi fidget clicker. There's the Takodachi keycaps. They were sealed gacha style. I got this print from Hina after the meet and greet. The tin was very cute. Lots of pins and stuff. And I also wanted to do this because I saw that Bart had like really cute merch. And I knew the person who spearheaded this program to have them like redo some anime like outreach and have like anime mascots and stuff. I met them. I am friends with them. And I got some of the pins and stuff. They had a pop-up shop for like only one day. They had a sticker booth, or not sticker booth. They had a cute little... What's the word? They had a cute little like stamp thing that you could get a stamp, and it had Doobie on it. It was so cute. Look at her. I got a Phoebe charm from Kai Guy Imports. Specifically, this was just after the Densetsu concert, so I got really excited for that. These stickers are from my friend Eggy. We're Oomps. It's nice to meet Oomps. During the line for the Hina meetup, I managed to find Mama at Cookie Box, which you might know as the mom of Free Cookie Box. And gave her my QR code or my maker coin and stuff. It was nice. Super unrelated merch I found. I found Reverse 1999 merch. And I'm like, yo, I need this shit now. No one fucking has merch of Reverse 1999, my favorite underrated gacha of all time. Like my absolute favorite underrated gacha of all time, OAT. Just double checking the photos here. Here's a zoom up. Like I got a... This is not related. Like I just got a cute little picture. Look at these guys. It was a microfiber cloth. I couldn't resist. Look at them all. Which one do you guys think is me though? I personally said it was this tall guy over here. I personally said it was this tall guy. I liked him. Jill said that this was me because we're kissing. And every single one of these was adorable, so I couldn't not help it. It's also the same place where I got the associated ribbon from. Adorable. Okay, so let me see here. What other things happened? I'm just trying to... Let's see here. Okay. So, in order, there's the fidget clicker I showed. old FGO heads know who the hell I saw. I was at Tane's meetup and I met the one, the only, my fucking man, Lord Ashura. If you guys don't know, Lord Ashura was the guy who made a lot of early event guides for FGO back in the day. And I thought it was just really neat in terms of like fate that me, Emu, Tane, and Lord Ashura were all in the same place, and we were all super into and we all met because of FGO. So I thought it was super nice. It was like it all came kind of full circle. Oop. I closed the album. Hold on. Here's another photo of some people here. There was Tane. I finally met Tane. Again, haven't met her ever. First time meeting her after knowing her for like, oh god, I keep saying at least more than 5 years. And same with Emu. Like, I've known both of them for like at least multiple years. And it was crazy that we finally met up, and I'm so happy to have done that. Let me see here. What else we got? So the meetup was kind of small in general, but is pretty nice. So I was not in this photo. I was the one taking the photo, obviously. There's Crunch and Tane. And somebody brought the Tane standee, I think, from the Jas booth, which is cute. We took a selfie. Oh, wait. No. This was funny. It's 3 Tanes. It's 3 Tanes. It's Tane, and Tane. They're all wonderful. I did manage to take a selfie with all 3 of them. I'm so stupid happy to have met them all. I also am deeply surprised that Tane is like my height. I thought I was short, and then I saw Tane, I'm like, oh wow, okay, yeah, she's the same height as me. That fucked up. One thing that kind of like I wanted to mention, because I thought it was very sweet, when I was talking to them and saying like, wow, I'm, super proud of you guys. I'm just like, but I'm just, this kind of tiny VTuber in relation to y'all. And she's like, well, it's okay, you're Alma. And it kind of made me feel like really glad. Oh no, I'm crying. No, I'm crying. It made me feel really kind of positive about myself. Just kind of like, everybody has their own like past the progression and like, being known online, which, some people get lucky, some people don't. It takes a longer time for me, I guess. So it made me want to just kind of like work on myself a lot more and not worry about a lot of external stuff, or just, I don't know. It made me kind of think more, and like it lit a little bit of a fire under me. So, oh yeah, one thing that I think one thing that I wanted to mention is that they were giving out merch. They were giving out some, little gift packages and stuff. And I was, I think, one of the last persons to get them. And it was like, Crunch was like, oh, and here's this bag that I was carrying this entire con. Who wants it, and who hasn't gotten anything? And they were doing like little like rock paper scissors things to get like little plushies and stuff. I mentioned, it was like, hey, I haven't actually gotten anything yet, and he's like, okay, here, you get to have this, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I get to have this entire little merch bag, and Crunch, if you're listening, thank you, I appreciate that. But what also jump scared me super hard was when I went back to the hotel room and checked what was in it, because I got the bag, but I didn't. I got the bag, but did not open it. When I opened it, it was all Crunch merch, which, of course, I did not mind. I love you, Crunch. It just kind of jump scared me that one of the things that was in there was, it was like what? A sticker? No, not a sticker. It was like a standee, an acrylic standee. It was really nice. A charm, your business card, and also your mouse pad, which if you which let me see how I can take a fucking photo of this shit. How do I explain that I got this? How do I explain how I got a mouse pad of a friend? I still don't know how to feel about it. I'm trying to figure out how to censor this appropriately. Because it was one of those mouse pads where it was like, oh, you know, the traditional booba mouse pad. You know the ones I'm thinking about. And but said mouse pad was oh no. This was the mouse pad? I'm scrolling up really quickly so you don't see it, but I'm like, I don't know what to do with this information. Help! I have like regular, like, I have booba mouse pads. Like, I have a crony one that I have hung up. I haven't used yet, but I've hung it up. But I'm like, that's normal. I could have pictures of women in my room. It's mine. But like this, and I'm like, I feel so weird. I'm gonna keep it, but I still feel really weird about it. No hard feelings, of course. You're awesome, but like, God, the jump scare this gave me when I was taking it out of the sling bag was definitely something. I was absolutely baffled. Like, absolutely, sincerely baffled. Interestingly, so at this point in time, it was about like 7 or 6? I think it was 6. The 18 plus market was opening up. So I got in line, and you guys won't believe who I met. I met Tane again. I met Tane virtually this time. I asked her like how it feels being I asked her how it feels being in her proper virtual skin in comparison to the flesh skin. I think we both agreed that at least she was comfortable in over here in the digital skin than the flesh skin. Like, again, just insanely cute. I got a bit of a spicy piece of... did I take a picture of it? Yes, I did. Okay. So I did tour around the market for a little bit. It was 18 plus, and I do gotta say, in comparison to a straight up 18 plus convention, anime convention that I went to, this place blew it out of the water despite it being incredibly tiny, which says a lot, mainly because I think a lot of the people who were in those 18 plus anime conventions had incredibly boring tastes. Like, for real, like it was so vanilla. But when I went over to 18 plus market, there was like at Offkai, there was actually like variety, and I don't mean that in like a bad. I never mean that in like a bad way. I mean, like, there were boobs, there were butts, there were vagines, there were how am I supposed to say this? There were all, you know, the whole manner, the gamut of horny things you see online that aren't just naked women. We got the good stuff there. It was good. I think a Dojin like debuted there. It was like a mint. It was a mint Doki Dojin or whatever that came out that people were also looking at. So I should have gotten one, but I think it was sold out at that point. This was day 2 of the market. Let me see if I have no idea how I have these photos set up. That's very odd. Okay. Oh yeah, no, some of these photos are like in a weird order. Some of these photos are in like a super weird order. I think it's just because of how they got downloaded to my phone. Okay. So I got my favorite artist was there, and I got her stuff again, which included a sticker and a print. Of course, it is Dorothy from Valhalla. So I went to the 18 plus market and bought explicitly non-18 plus stuff because I saw my favorite fucking artist, one of my favorite artists there. Oh, and here's the stuff I got from seeing Tane virtually. A handstand checky and very spicy artwork. It was very nice. A sticker and a little ribbon. Oh, also, me and Zari were fucking about in the hotel, and we managed to find a unlisted channel that was meant for the signage of the hotel. So you can see, like, this was supposed to be on like the digital signs at the on the ground floors of the area of the hotel. You can kind of tell that definitely was not able to be on this, and interestingly, for some fucking reason, they did not activate Windows. I could not tell you why they did not activate Windows. Also, here's the zoom in on that digital charm. No, it was like pro hack. It was not pro hacking. Here's literally what happened. I went, like, we were flipping through the channels to see if there was anything on. We were like, okay, channel, like the guide has channel 1, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5. Okay, what happens if we select channel 2? We hit 2 and hit enter, and we got to this signage screen, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They couldn't do this. It was baffling to me. Like, why would they? Why would they do that? I guess they just didn't want to run wiring around. That's like the only thing I can think about. But it was very funny. Oh. Trying to follow the order of things. Afterwards, I don't have photos of this, but Zari had a meet and greet with a couple of people that had like an impromptu meet and greet because there were a couple of friends who wanted to see her as well. Very happy for her to be there, which was cool. I also inexplicably managed to talk to one of the developers of OBS. Like, straight up. I met John OBS. Which I'm like, yeah. I met John OBS, like the person who originally made OBS, and I'm like, I need to appreciate you more, but for the sake of their privacy, I'm not gonna go any further, but I did meet them. It was like a secret thing, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, holy crap. Let me see what else I got. Oh, I didn't mention. I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't in this slideshow, but I'll bring this up. So one of the things that Offkai has, which I thought was really unique and fun, was they have a big culture for badge ribbons. Like, there's a competition every year to see who can get the most on. I think I saw somebody with like 100 or something. And someone made like a cape out of them. But here's a couple that I got. I got Doom. I got a Fuji GG Comet, which was a Suisi one, but I didn't realize it was also a Char Aznavour reference. I did not recognize that until now. Or not now, until later. A couple silly ones. We got Yippee! And Fuck AI. I saw this one at the little table where people were giving away like free ribbons and cards and stuff, which was just straight up the fucking Wikipedia entry for Trauma Team, which is no cap, one of my favorite games for the Wii. And I'm just like, I just read it was like Trauma Team is a 2010 simulation video. I'm like, hell yeah, somebody knows what Trauma Team is. Let's go. I also got matching Fuwawa and Mokoko ones, which are very cute. Let's see if that was all in the... Again, no damn clue how this was laid out, but... Ah, okay. So... Oh, let me just double check what else was in this section. Okay. So, Sunday was kind of not a lot, but I did manage to meet a couple people. So, for example, I met a friend of the channel, Lone Star Colt. I called him Twink. He was wearing a cowboy hat. It was great. He gave me a ribbon. In addition, I also met a personal celebrity of mine. I met Small Ina. I saw Small Ina. Small Ina was in fact there at Offkai for some reason, and I went over. It was the fucking best. It was the best. I also took a photo with Small Ina, so which means that within the same year I got to meet Small Ina and Normal Ina, or I guess Big Ina. So I got to meet Big Small Ina and also Ina within the same year. Very funny. And I think at this point it was kind of getting late, so I did take photos, and then went. Oh, here's the big, hard flub that I had while we have this. This was the ToonTuber meetup on Sunday. A lot of like people who do like atypical VTuber stuff. Like Goblin was there. Again, like lots of people who don't have like a traditional like anime model, right? And we were all talking around, and Zari was like, "Hey, we can meet like we can meet shindigs," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, what?" And we were talking, like they were talking. I was super damn nervous about meeting shindigs, so I didn't want to interrupt. So I was just kind of standing in a circle in the chatting circle, saying goddamn nothing while this conversation was happening. If you guys don't know who Shindigs was, Shindigs is this guy who does a lot of unique streams with Twitch. And it was a lot of chat, like very creative type stuff. I also didn't, and I absolutely flubbed the interaction. I managed to not introduce myself. I managed to not say my name. All I said was, I appreciate your work. And I also, worst part of all, did not give him the maker coin that I made. I only had one left, and I was going to give it to him, but I did not manage to hold a conversation with him. I managed to say, hey, I appreciate your work. And he said, thanks, man. And and started to start talking to me, but got interrupted by somebody else who also wanted his attention. So he dropped me and started talking to somebody else. And I'm like, oh, I really fucked this up. And then I kind of walked away awkwardly because I really beefed it. And I will complain to myself that I absolutely just hyper beefed it. And I feel so bad that I beefed it. I beefed it so bad. Anyway, after that, I with my tail between my legs, I went to the South Hall again just to see what the video games were doing, and maybe there was also a VTuber meetup for people who are quote unquote hags, and I guess I qualify as a hag because I'm 30. Oh, scary. It was a really nice meetup. It was really cute. They said they were giving out buttons that just had 30 plus on them, which was very funny. And they also gave me water, which, you know what? That's a good goodie if you're doing meetups. Just giving somebody a bottle of water is fucking amazing. I was chatting and having a good time. And there was a person there who was not a VTuber yet, but it was a pre-debut. And they were doing research. And I had like a good hour conversation with them, like interview style, as to about like what advice I would give as for a new creator, and technical tips and stuff like that, and personal growth stuff, which was really sweet. It made me kind of realize that there are still people, even though like the space is so big, that there are still people who want to like try and get into it and be more than just kind of a fan, which made my heart a little swell a bit. It was so cute. I friended them on Discord. I wish them well. I need to answer more of their questions if they ask me more. I wish them the best, God. But at this point it was like 3:45, so it was the end of, it was like 50 minutes until like the con was closing. So I wanted to get some like last minute pictures in. I managed to get footage of the cars because I did not actually see them this entire time, so I managed to do a run around real quick. They were all really, really good at Atashas. My personal favorite was the Minto Pinto and then this Doki Bird car. It was a really nice colorway. There's the gigantic Minto plushie. This was going on auction, I think. I don't remember what the winning bid was, but it was at least over $6,000, which, Jesus Christ. The Ikuno Dictus car, very good car. There's Tokai Teo. There were like lots of VTuber and Uma Musume cars, so it was more idly specific. Minato Aqua. Some of these people I did not know, and I feel a little bit bad. This one I couldn't figure out who owns this car, but I had a hunch. The Suisse cars were amazing, though. I didn't even notice the marine one had a really nice mirror finish on some of the parts there. Like that compass? God, that was really nice. There's a bay. Someone had a GG car, which I didn't even know somebody had at any point. Like, all of these were so damn cool. And some of these were like the Pinto and the Mustang were like super vintage cars. And I'm surprised that they managed to put them into like a managed to put them in like a really nice like spot. And hold on, let me just close everything out because we're at the near end of the little yappy session. So let me see here. Okay, we're about here. So on the way back, I managed to find a twin turbo car. Insane license plate. Hard respect, Umamusu. That's such a good license plate. This twin turbo is fucking fire though. Here's last day merch because I'm upset. I'm a fuck. So we got some business cards. Everybody who gave me their business card, I am absolutely gonna be following them. I just haven't actually gone through all of the cards yet. Because hold on, let me grab this and see how many cards that I actually got. For people who I don't know already. So we got, let me see here. One, Theo. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Some of these are artists. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of these are artists, so I'm skipping those. Nope, I already know that one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, those are some stickers. 15. Oh god, I still have stickers. Oh no. 16. Yeah, was it 16? Yeah, it was, yeah, okay, 16. Oh, 17. 17 people. It was 17 17 people gave me their business card. Also, hi Mari. Yes, Offkai was very fun. I'm just yapping about it. I'm just still yapping about it. Let me see here. But this was all the merch I got, I think. What's the timestamp say for this? I actually forgot. Because this was Lone Star, so this had to be Saturday? Oh, this was Sunday. Yeah, this was like last pull merch. I managed to meet Skipperson. I managed to meet Lone Star Colt. Managed to get stuff. As you can see, I got some more Ina stuff, some charms. There's the Tane merch. And some vinyl stickers. A lot of them went onto my luggage. And also, like, you know how I was making those maker coins? I managed to give all of them away. Like, I had 75 of them ish, like 75, 74 of them. I gave them all away. So honestly, I say that's a huge fucking success. I'm so happy about that. And just some stuff on the flight on the trip home. So I got curry. It was really yummy curry. Like, there was cheese, there was onions, it's chicken. Ina was having a good time. This was in the little food hall that we were at. So if you know, the one thing that they mentioned that I only noticed really recently was okay, cool, here's all the flags of the world. There's something wrong with the Nepalese flag. That's wrong. It's fucked up, actually. It's like super wrong. For those who don't know, the Nepalese flag is just that triangle. It is like one of the few that is not a square or not a rectangle. So they just found a PNG of it, printed it on there, and just printed it part of the banner. So I think this was the trip home. This is at like 4 in the goddamn morning. Yeah. Timestamp says this was 4 in the morning. So this was the park where ParkCon, the infamous ParkCon, took place. Apparently there was a butane fire, which was taken out wonderfully early. There was foot juice because You know, of course there was foot juice, there was elotes, there were hot dogs, and a butane fire. The butane fire was thankfully put out very quickly. But the table that I was on definitely melted a little bit, is what I've heard. And here's my Uber home. I did not mention this at all yet because I think I may have accidentally forgot to grab this photo, but the view from my hotel was directly across this building, and as you can see, it is an Adobe building. But not only is it like an Adobe building, it is like the Adobe World Headquarters. So thankfully I did manage to flip it off when I was in my hotel, because honestly, why wouldn't I? I think apparently, like, what was it, Maxor, the YouTuber, was there, and he mentioned, like, he called this, like, the fucking Arasaka building. Which, honestly, from this framing, looks definitely like the Arasaka building from Cyberpunk. Very evil. Very evil. Let's see what other stuff I had here that I may have not taken photos of that were on my socials. Oh, huh. Surprisingly, I actually didn't do a lot. Okay, so there's that. Also saw another evil. This may be a little bit blurred because this was a very far away, fast-moving object, but I hope you could be able to see that. I see a Z and an O and an O and an M. I managed to stumble across or see Zoom headquarters. I also flipped them off because don't you worry. And yeah, the airport, I was in fact reminded of the evils of the world. Notably with this banner from ServiceNow. Without workflows, AI is just expensive advice trained on the internet. It sure is. It sure fucking is. It still is. I passed security. Unfortunately, there was only a Chick-fil-A that was open, really. So I grabbed, unfortunately, the homophobic chicken and ate it on the way. Unfortunately, the biscuit was very good, though. But you didn't hear that from me. This was after, so the flight was from San Jose to Washington State, Seattle in particular. So all I saw was just, bro, boss, take a look at this huge W. It's just a huge W. Ad playing. Oh, hold on, I'll wait for the ad. No, an AI ad? No. No. Oh, I need to make like a chat alert for AI ads. For ads. I didn't realize. I'm gonna wait. Is the ad over? Is the ad over? Are you back? Friend, are you alive? Anyway, so I saw this ad and it reminded me of the evils of the world. I saw the other buildings which reminded me about the evils of the world. And then I saw the park, which made me just think, oh god, thank god I wasn't there. Anyway. Ina past security. Very nice photo. I had to get breakfast from a chicken place. They had good biscuits. This was me in the state of Washington, Seattle. So I felt incredibly... I felt significantly more trans than I do now. in this area in particular. All I could see was like just a huge dub, and I'm like, yeah, I just need to take a picture of the huge dub. Let's be real. While walking around trying to find food, I managed to find this in one of the shops past security in the airport. They really out here having fucking ranch dressing. They truly just out here with ranch dressing you could buy past security. Because it's, I guess the World Cup is still in people's minds, I guess. I don't know. I did stop at a Hawaiian place. So, interestingly, they had, like, really nice food. It was kind of pricey, I'll be super real. Like, I don't know how a poke bowl costs, like, $25-ish. Like, I don't know, I don't know how to feel. I probably should have eaten literally anything else instead of the expensive sushi. But I wanted to. And of course, because it was Hawaiian, so they had at least some Filipino stuff. Or at least some, not some Filipino stuff. They had literally just lumpia, and I was really tempted. But also at the same time, eating lumpia at like 7 in the morning, not great. I wouldn't have done, I didn't think it was a good idea, and I was probably right, so I skipped out on lumpia. I also saw a thing that terrified me, which was gas station sushi has a new competitor, which is airport sushi. I was terrified by this shit because I even though it was like made like the day before, I'm still like I can't imagine. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to eat it. So I just grabbed the actual fresh stuff over here. Thank God. Here's the flight I was on. It was going back. The bowl was really nice, surprisingly. The rice was kind of super hot though, which was weird, but the poke bowl was thumbs up acceptable. I ate it all. Ina was with me. Oh, kind of neat thing I saw at the airport too was I mentioned earlier about there were like self-autonomous cars in San Jose, which honestly everybody tried to talk to me out of it during the trip, so I'm like, okay, fine. I didn't like it. What came out of that, what I saw was super neat, which I think is the better version of an autonomous car, is an autonomous fucking wheelchair? Like just straight autonomous. Which was super neat. So, like, I saw somebody using this beforehand, and then I saw this separately as just kind of walking around. How I understand it is that it's reserved for people with mobility issues who also still need to get through the airport. And, like, not only does it carry the person, and I love that it has, like, Omni wheels, so it can, like, it has a really low turn radius, but it also has a area where you can put your carry-on as well, and it carries the carry-on, which is super cute. Bro, what if you brought, well, yours from, where are you gonna put it? Well, in theory, if you had a wheelchair from home that you're going to bring, I'm pretty sure you would actually just check it on the flight. So this is just for, like, inter-airport stuff. I just thought this was just super neat and obviously very helpful for the people who need it. Very cool. Oh. And here's Ina on the flight home. And that's it. And that was it. That was everything that happened at Offkai. So let's go back to chatting. Me when I'm on break from my long shift at the airport. Real. But yeah, that was like my whole like Offkai trip. Overall, I'm like incredibly happy that I went. Although even if it was, you know, kind of expensive, I did budget it honestly pretty well, and I'm not like hurting at all or anything, so no worries about that, you know? I met so many people. I met so many friends. I networked with a bunch of people. I was like super, super happy about it. I'm very glad that I went. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through some stuff real quick. I'm just overall like super glad I went. I talked to a lot of people and we just had like, you know, just good times, just good interactions, honestly. Like, I don't know what else to say other than like I had a good time. It was very fun. Obviously it kind of took a toll on my body because I actually no it didn't. I actually honestly took care of myself really well. Like, I had got like 8-ish hours of sleep, kind of 7-ish, but still. I took a shower every day. I ate 3 meals. I took care of myself. I was very independent. It was good. Just lots of makes me want to support my friends more in terms of being VTubers. Made me less like super anxious about like my growth as one as well. And kind of lit a fire under my ass a bit more in order to like to try and see if I can sneak in more content. I know that sounds bad, but I mean more like, you know, just like sneak in, like maybe like finding more time to like learn and get back into video editing. Banned content? No, I'm not doing banned content. God help me, I wouldn't do that. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I don't have enough confidence for it. Sneaking content like illegal? No. A lot of it's just more like making YouTube shorts and like maybe being a little bit more, I don't know if this is a word, but I'm gonna try it. Varietous? Question mark? In varietous with my content. And, you know, and not kind of like holding myself up into like a doom spiral of just the same stuff all the time. Again, also like I downloaded DaVinci Resolve. I downloaded DaVinci Resolve yesterday, and I've been trying to make it work for my editing scenario. And I really, really, really want to start making shorts again. And figuring out how to do that in the least painful way possible. But yeah, that was like my Offkai trip. I'm already really thinking about what to do for either next year or next year's Offkai or the next year that I get to see Tane again. I mentioned to her that I would really love to see her at Anime Boston. Just because, one, it would make my life easier, and two, I wanted to help. You know, and we could, like, you know, hang out more, go to dinner, grab some barbecue or something, I don't know. I always feel like a like, person in the way, but, honestly, I feel like I should just help more, and I'm going to. Let's see here, what else? Let me just unmute this. There we go. If you're gonna be in the way, at least be the... Yeah, I didn't... I'm still kind of, like, a little bit of a doormat in terms of, like, social interaction. I know I am, mainly just because I was hella nervous, and honestly it was, like, my first Offkai, and I didn't want to, like, step on anybody's toes when they were like interacting with other friends or something like that. But in talking to all the people I know kind of made me realize that, hey, you're actually, you know, not as tiny as you think you are. So you should try and like, you know, just put yourself out more, like more out there, which is something I definitely did not really think about. I was very nervous about. But yeah, so that was Offkai. I'm super happy to be back streaming. The flights were absolutely miserable. I'll be so real. If I had to change anything, it would be I would need to change up my flight schedule, because waking up at 4 in the morning, because you know that thing where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the airport and I have to go through security, so I need to be there like an hour before the flight, but also boarding starts 30 minutes before the flight, so I need to be there an hour 30 beforehand, which means that my 8 o'clock flight turns into waking up at 4 in the fucking morning. It turns one flight into waking up stupid early in the morning and suffering that entire time and thinking, oh, I can just sleep on the plane. No, you're not going to sleep on the plane. You could try sleeping on the plane. It's not going to be great sleep. Don't count on it. It counts as like a third sleep. It counts as like a third as much sleep as you would. To like 3 hours of sleep in an airplane is like 2 hours otherwise. Your front stage is so organized. I'm surprised you'd be different backstage. For something that is entirely like my responsibility, like in terms of just like flight stuff, right? And just like scheduling everything for myself mostly. I honestly do a pretty good job, and I stick to it really well, because to be honest, like I made this decision for myself to wake up at stupid early, and it's my plan. I'm not gonna get delayed by it because it was my own decision, so I'm gonna just go for it. Which, like, again, maybe waking up at ass o'clock in the morning was not the move. I did try and make it work. I managed to get at least like some hours of sleep, but it wasn't the best. And also surprisingly, I managed it without getting any whatchamacallit, jet lag. I was going back and forth pretty well without any jet lag. It was pretty good. But in terms of like content creation, all the like how organized this is in terms of front stage is a lot of work and effort to try and like keep it all organized and make sure that I have it to my standards. But that requires a lot of effort, or like it requires a lot of mental effort, you know? So like if I need to like make an improvement, or I need to move stuff around or set something up, I will absolutely drag my feet, which, you know, not great. But yeah, I was like, I drag my feet in order and procrastinate to try and get stuff to maybe right before I need it to get the stuff set up. But I feel like I think I can trust myself a little bit more, and for stuff that I want to do myself, I can try not to stall on so much. I'll be super real. This is something I'm working with my therapist on, so it'll get better, I promise. It'll get better, I promise. It's just something I'm working through in order to be a better YouTuber, content creator, human being person. You know? Boy, that was a little vulnerable. That was a little more vulnerable than I was expecting it to be, but honestly, it was turning into therapy talk at some point. It was gonna turn into me talking about my therapy. It was talking to me about therapy. So, you know what, fuck it. You know, might as well just go all the way out. Besides, I have an appointment with them tomorrow anyway, so I want to talk about them. I'm gonna talk to her about this entire time. But it was super cool. I loved it, despite any like hiccups that were in the way during, in spite of any hiccups that happened during Offkai, which honestly there weren't really many. A lot of it was just, I was more concerned about making sure my friend Zari was good because I think they were having a bad time. They were in a bad mental. But yeah, I'm not gonna say living it up because a lot of the things that I wanted to do in terms of like after event partying, right, were actually ouch. Were actually all sold out because they were all ticketed events and I did not get any tickets because they were all like on sale way before the actual Offkai. So I did not think about it. And I also did not, there wasn't like a big old list of events, but next year for sure, like stuff to improve on is one, honestly, I really still want to make maker coins. I want to try and see if I can do one like every year. I also want to make a video on how I made them, just for future VTubers. I secretly hope that I can make it like a thing. I want to make it a thing. I think it would be kind of nice. Like, there are not a lot of like VTubers who are also like makers, but I want to see if I can like bring the people who are into the fold, like into the fold a little bit, if that's the right, I don't think that's the right term, but I want to see if I can get some of those people out, because I think that's where I'm a little bit more comfortable with in terms of like the type of people I want to be interacting with and like the type of people who I think my audience would enjoy, right? I think you guys would enjoy talking to, being with, seeing cool makers and stuff. Maybe also like, maybe I might want to do this at like, what's the convention called? The one with the, Open Sauce. That's what it was. Open Sauce, or any like maker festivals like that. But I do know that that's not like everybody's taste. And the overlap between people who would attend Open Sauce and the people who would also watch VTubers is incredibly low. So I want to try and get that niche. Just more funny thoughts from me. Your stream is so chill, I fell asleep. My chillness has in fact actually caused the opposite of what I want. It's fine, don't worry. Listen, second screen real estate is very important. I would love to be on your second screen while you do anything you want. But falling asleep, you know what? Maybe that's on me. I can't tell if maybe that's on me or not. Or maybe, wait, no. Hold on. Is falling asleep to my stream a good thing or a bad thing? Because it's a good thing because it means that you listen to me and feels relaxed enough to in fact fall asleep. But that also does mean that you did in fact fall asleep to my stream. So maybe I wasn't keeping you too engaged. But No harm against you, of course. I just thought it was funny. But no. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm gonna take it out as a win, because at least it means that I didn't wake you up until you woke up. I didn't wake you up, so I didn't disturb you, which I think I'm gonna call that as a W. I'm gonna call that as a W. Besides, it would be a lot less, it would suck a lot more if I was actually going to be doing the thing that I usually do today, which was play Deadlock. Yeah, that would have been definitely a bad wake up. So I am glad to have brought you nice sleep, I guess. Alright. Oh, actually, one goal I want to do for next year's Offkai. I want to see if I can do a panel. And I didn't know how, I don't know why I ended the sentence like that. I want to see if I can end a panel. If I want to if I want to host a panel. I feel like I can do it. I want to do some kind of like tech support 101 for VTubers. I don't know how that's gonna play out because because all I have at the moment is literally just the idea. I don't really have any execution in mind at the moment. But thinking about like, oh, VTuber tech support 101 or VTuber tech support for for the average VTuber, I'm not sure if I can make, but you're not a streamer unless you have technical difficulties. True, but I would at least like help people be helped instead of like asking a friend for help and somebody like who's like Mr. Tech Support. I really want people to just as like a personal goal, just as like not personal goal, as like a personal just thing overall, just a thing, is I would absolutely love if people would be able to learn on their own for multiple things, like, you know, because well, you know, learning is important, obviously, right? Like, learning is important. I want to make sure that people, you know, have the knowledge to be like, you know, more independent. So, which is why I'm kind of I was thinking about the, you know, VTuber tech support thing, because it's always like a common trend, and also surprisingly a very good clip maker when technical things go wrong and somebody's begging for help on the other line. But I know that's not for everybody, and I know that people might feel helpless or confused. So I want to make sure that that gets taken care of, or at least people have at least a bit of knowledge as to what the hell is going on, you know? Okay, that was a lot of talking. That was a lot of talking. That was the first time in a while that I've done like a Zatsudan type stream. Well, it wasn't even a Zatsudan. It was just more like a presentation of my trip to Offkai. I don't know if you want to call it one or the other, but I think it was great. I think I had fun. I liked it. So, as for the schedule for the rest of the week, so I'm gonna be doing therapy tomorrow. Finding out Friday, of course, is going to happen. What? Finding out Friday, of course, is going to happen. Very excited for that. Be sure to tune in, of course, every Friday for any educational stuff in a good way. And we're gonna keep continuing on Unbeatable. I want to make sure that I get through episode, I believe I'm on 4 at the moment, and I think I was at the halfway point before I personally forget about it, and then it goes into the rift of forgotten games by Alma. I want to make sure that those get taken care of. Because I think I would absolutely just kind of, I would kind of fuck it up, let's be real. I would fuck it up with just a little bit. And, yeah. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. You guys are always the reason why I do this every time I stream. I can't even say every single day because I don't stream every single day. That would kill me. Let's see who we can raid in the meantime. And like, you know, I promise I can be like a super cool VTuber for y'all. I really want to. I really want to now. especially with all Offkai giving me a bit of a juice to continue on, you know? I wonder if there's anybody who I was raiding. It doesn't look like it. It's okay. Let's see if there's who we can send y'all to. Character super go. Keep going. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been going for 5 years, so. Bleh. Oh, you know what? I'll send you guys to one of my oomphs. Like, the oomph of all oomphs. Let's see if this works. Oh, nope. There we go. I'm gonna send you guys over to my friend Cass, part of Bijou Live. Be sure to take care of yourself. Make sure you guys save before you go and have a wonderful rest of your day. They are currently playing and doing a VN dub of Higurashi. So, have a good one. Bye-bye. Where's the end screen? There it is.